I've been sent a bunch of candy, Dove chocolates, M&M's, Starburst, and I really feel like this is an attack from Satan.
I'm coming into this challenge to cut out added sugar for 30 days because I know sugar is not good for me. I don't really know why.
I had been wanting to kind of just lead a healthier lifestyle just to see if there were any kinds of like cool health benefits.
It can help clear up your skin, it can reduce bloating, give you more energy, help you sleep better.
I am more of a savory girl. I will take a steak over a cupcake any day of the week.
I mean, all I eat is vegetables and rice and lentils, so I'm not too worried about it. I know there's supposed to be sugar everywhere, but like, what is everywhere?
I had research pull up all of the secret names of sugar. Dextrose, dextrin,
Maltose,
sound like action figures.
barley malt.
Does that mean no beer? What are we allowed to drink?
This is about to get real. Like, this is not a game. First week was a lot of reading labels.
Okay, so I had my first added sugar-free lunch. I got a salad and I omitted the like delicious barbecue tofu that I would have gotten. A lot of the dressings had sugar in them, so I ended up just going with like lime juice.
I have this like cauliflower mash situation in the freezer, but it has sugar in it. So I don't have any vegetable, I just have salmon and eggs until tomorrow. It was also a lot of figuring out what I could eat, what I could not eat. Like sugar isn't everything, like from like the sauces that you put on your meats to like pasta, bread, obviously.
I accidentally was eating added sugar for the first 4 days. I have a protein powder that I have every single morning. I didn't think that there was any sugar in it. It's a matcha powder, but there are 2 grams of sugar in there.
So the probiotics that I take every single day have 4 grams of sugar in them.
I just kind of felt like I was failing.
I got them with all that sugar so that I would want to take them every day.
It was also a lot of substituting things and figuring out like what had sugar-free versions or like no added sugar versions.
I'm going through some serious sugar withdrawals.
I have the worst headache, like my head is throbbing. Like the first 2 or 3 days, my head hurts so bad. And I'm a kind of person where I don't really like to take medicine, but it was so bad that I had to take an ibuprofen, which that may have sugar in it, I don't even know. My body is literally going through withdrawals, which is crazy. It felt like I was dying.
Just give me some sugar. I won't tell anyone, just a little bit.
I stopped being able to fall asleep. From day 3 to 6, I was just tossing and turning in bed. I could not fall asleep and I couldn't stay asleep.
I look like I'm kicking a hard drug. Under my eyes, I just look absolutely freaking exhausted.
But apparently, restlessness and trouble sleeping is a symptom of the withdrawal from added sugar.
Am I gonna like turn into a superhero or something? I feel like I was bit by a radioactive spider.
So week 1 was really brutal and I was kind of like, why am I doing this to myself?
Second week was better. There were no more headaches, which was good. I guess my body had just like adjusted to everything. I actually feel just lighter in the sense that like I have more energy. I feel more refreshed. My sleep is actually better. Like my quality of sleep is better. I don't really wake up groggy.
I made it through week 1. I don't feel terrible anymore. I discovered the multitude of things that I eat on a regular basis that contain added sugar.
There's sugar everywhere. There's sugar in every single thing that I have in my cabinets. Oatmeal, dried fruit. Don't even get me started on the tomato sauce. Salad dressings. So much sugar in salad dressings. My pasta. Pasta? Beans? If you can't trust canned beans, who can you trust? The only thing that I have that there is no added sugar in it is this broccoli. This is turning into a very sad story.
I just found out that Skinny Pop has 0 added sugars, so it's actually something that I can have, and I'm really excited about it. I just got back from my grocery store run. I went and I got like romaine lettuce wraps. I think I'm gonna do like a salmon taco situation tonight using lettuce wraps.
Okay, so I'm at the grocery store.
Grocery shopping became an interesting experience.
Aisles are not a safe place for the sugar-free lass.
I pretty much only was shopping around the edges of the grocery store.
Pretty much anything prepackaged I cannot eat.
I was just going through one after another label, just like added sugar here, added sugar here.
Grocery shopping is challenging in that it is tedious because you have to read all of the labels.
The only things that have sugar in it that I was allowed to eat was fruit. So I filled my diet with tons of fruit.
But what I'm finding so far is that it's not as inhibiting as one would think. You can still eat a lot of really good foods. You just can't eat a lot of the things that you're used to.
I've gone out and I got an all-natural, sugar-free tomato sauce. Added sugar-free. It tastes like the tomato souls were crushed long before they were crushed. I really just eat pasta with tomato sauce so I can eat the tomato sauce. I didn't know I was really trying to eat the sugar. It goes all the way to the top, man. All the way to the top. I can make something better than this. The sauce is actually looking mighty fine. It's so good. It's so easy to make. Okay, lesson learned. By obsessively reading all my labels, I'm realizing it's a lot easier sometimes to just make my own version. Like, this is probably gonna save me like $6 per jar. So why wouldn't I just do that?
I actually got this recipe from @CookingBakingBinging on Instagram. She was very sweet and to send me a recipe, and I'm making stir-fried potatoes and mushrooms.
I found myself cooking all of my meals. I love cooking. This was another level.
I am super, super, super proud of this meal I made. It is 100% no added sugar. I'm gonna have it over some rice. Boom! Boom!
I just wanted to show you this little salad that I made.
Week 2, I got the hang of what I could eat and what substitutes I could use, and I was starting to see the results.
I actually feel just lighter in the sense that like I have more energy, I feel more refreshed.
I have started just feeling really good, like light, like way less bloated. I'm having less huge hunger pangs. I'm still eating. I think the fact that I'm not just like eating and eating and eating is also contributing to the amount of energy I'm feeling.
So I was just like all excited about it. Week 2 was probably my favorite week.
By the 3rd week, I was like, okay, this is all cute and stuff, and this is fun. However, like, I want some pizza.
Week 3, it was starting to get old.
I was just kind of like wanting all the foods that I couldn't have. There's pastries, a variety of pastries, bagels, like every kind of bread you can imagine, and I can't have any of it. So, yeah, welcome to my life.
Okay, so with the zero sugar thing, really no going out to eat. Fast food. Oh, no fast food, not even close.
For whatever reason, I had so much going on with work. So I just had a hamburger, a hot dog, and some buffalo wings. And because I knew I already failed, I just went ahead and had some liquor too, because, you know, I might as well, like, I feel like failing, you should just go hard or go home. So it was like events. I just finished doing like a really fun project, but there were no added sugar options for me to eat, and I had very little control of the situation, so I got a burger, and it was great. I was like, yeah, I will have a burger, you know, which definitely has sugar in it.
I gotta come clean. After eating every single piece of fruit in this entire apartment to try to satiate the cravings, I gave in and I ate a piece of cake. A beautiful, beautiful chocolate cake. And I don't even feel bad about it. So there, I confessed.
And now I've been sent a bunch of candy from another PR company. Dove chocolates, M&M's, Starburst that I also can't have. So now I have to give it away, and I really feel like this is an attack from Satan.
I've come to the unfortunate realization that I may have been a tad too cocky in the beginning of this challenge.
I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, that dear, sweet, innocent girl. If only she knew what was to come. Pretty soon, it became apparent that we should talk to an expert to find out the real deal with sugar.
Food manufacturers are really good at knowing what we like and what our bodies like. When researchers took rats and they cross-addicted them to cocaine, to heroin, and to sugar, surprise, surprise, the rats actually chose the sugar. We keep wanting more and more, and we need a bigger hit in order to get that same pleasureful response in our brains. Sugar is really hard on your digestive tract. It can cause you to be bloated, and then it can also cause you to have loose stools or diarrhea. Eating sugar really causes your body's blood sugar to go up and down and up and down. It's really hard to concentrate and show up fully at work. Even when you're cutting sugar from the diet, you're still getting sugar in the form of complex carbohydrates, like whole grains like quinoa and brown rice, like potatoes and sweet potato and even pumpkin. If you've never consciously cut out sugar for an extended period of time, I highly recommend that you try it.
Reese, There's added sugar in everything. Everything. And it's coming straight from the top. I'm only mildly terrified of the sugar and its negative health effects, so I'm feeling pretty inspired to stick to the zero sugar thing for the rest of the week. I'm also starting to feel good, and I feel like I'm starting to look good too.
By week 4, I had been working out more consistently. My energy levels were up, so I was actually getting up earlier in the morning.
If you can believe it, I'm actually feeling so good this morning that I got up at like 7 and I'm gonna go for a jog.
My skin was clearing up. So I looked and felt a lot better, which is exactly what pushed me through to continue for the last week.
I feel like with anything, once you start to see the results, it makes you more motivated to do it. This is probably one of the most exciting dishes out of everything that I've made on this challenge. This challenge is very challenging, but you feel so much better. Like I feel a lot lighter, I feel better, I don't feel groggy in the mornings, I have a better sleep. It definitely made me more aware and just more conscious about like what I put into my body.
It's a huge privilege in completing this challenge, and I don't take it for granted. Some of the prepackaged sugary foods are actually the cheaper options. It also requires a lot of time and energy.
To feel the difference is like insane, and I would just recommend it to anybody because you literally feel like a different person.
I have to say I do feel pretty wonderful. So overall, I'm happy that I did it.